Hello guys, I am redoing our video for Stamp Club because the audio did not work. I think I finally figured out why I keep screwing up the audio. Not that y'all care, but we are using the Snowy Scenes bundle. It's so cute, and as far as I know, it's not orderable or low inventory or anything. And we're learning the pressed paper technique. Okay, it's so fun. I'm going to show you exactly how it's done. All right. So we'll start with that card. And, oh, I meant to do this before we started, but I didn't. So you get to sit here. So the Snowy Scenes bundle is what we're using. Snowy Wonder bundle. You have to get all your words right. Oh my goodness. It's important because when you go to look for it, you want to be able to find it. But actually, Stampin' Up's search feature is improved quite a bit. So when you type in Snowy, you're going to get Snowy Scenes, Snowy Wonder. So that's good. But part of this bundle are some pretty snowflakes. So we've got this bigger snowflake and then these tiny snowflakes. So that's what you're going to use for this card. And in your packet, you're going to have 6 of these large snowflakes. And then you're going to have 7 of these teeny snowflakes. Whatever you get is fine. If you get 6 of each or you get 8 of one, like, don't be surprised. But you're going to need to poke out all the little extra gibbets on these. They'll come out really easily because I did cut these each individually. This is a detailed die. And just a tip on these detailed dies. When you run a detailed die through the emboss machine, about every 5th time you run it through, just run it through with a piece of waxed paper or a dryer sheet. And like you're cutting the wax paper or the dryer sheet. Don't overthink it. And it will come out so much easier. It will slide out. You won't have to pry it out or anything. So that's cool. And that's what I did here. All right. So you're going to take your snowflakes. And this is step 1. You're going to stick your snowflakes to your cardstock. Now, you're going to stick these down ever so gently with glue. Like so small that you can barely see it. Like I bet on the camera you can't even see the glue that I've stuck down, but it is there, like the tiniest amount. We talked about you could probably even just like take a toothpick and tap a little dot of glue to each thing. But we all did this for the technique class, and the folder didn't get very gluey. That's the whole point, is that if you get a bunch of extra glue, we're going to run this through an embossing folder. So if you get too much glue, your folder will get goopy. But you can always wash it. It's no big deal. If it happens, it happens. And they're tools, not jewels, right? So you want to stick your snowflakes down to your paper, having a few of them go off the paper, just as if we were stamping and we were going to get some of those little snowflakes to go off the edge. I'll go ahead and stick this one off the edge. Oh gosh, that's going to be fun. Okay. And let's get these other, and you don't even have to put glue on all the corners. Like you can just put it on a couple, because when you press your paper through the emboss machine, it's going to stick to that cardstock pretty well. Now, also keep in mind that your sentiment is going right here. So, and you might, if you want to be super fancy, you can kind of concentrate your snowflakes at the top. I did not do that here, but you can. Now, you're going to, this die that cuts out these teeny snowflakes, it actually cuts out there's 4 at a time. So it actually cuts, that part goes really fast because you can cut 4 at a time. So I'm going to quickly just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 little dots of glue. And this is definitely a month where you're going to want to use your take your pick tool, because you've got some little bitty things to play with. Oops. All right, we'll stick that down. And these little snowflakes technically do have a right and a wrong side. I sat that one down on the wrong side, but I'm just going to let that go. We're just going to let that go. All right, so we've got 7 little snowflakes down. And we are going to take our paper snips. Oh, did I not glue that one down at all? I guess I just glued it too gingerly. I kind of didn't get enough glue there. All right. There we go. Now, we are going to trim off the edge of this snowflake. Because obviously the snowflake's not going to be hanging off the edge. All right. So there we are. And now what we're going to do is we're going to run this through. I know you think we're stamping next, but we're not. We're going to run this through with the Snowflake Sky. Snowflakes. Hold on. I can tell you exactly what it's called. The Snowflake Sky 3D embossing folder. This is a gorgeous snowy embossing folder that I believe came in last year's holiday catalog and continued. Now, when you're using a 3D folder, those are these really thick folders. Let's see if you can see that. You're going to use your base and your cover plate, and that's it. You're not going to use that number 2 plate, just your base and this thick plate. Your plate might be gray and it might be blue. Honestly, I don't know. I think the current one is blue. It's just that I have both. All right, so since I have a little bit more snowflakes on this end, I'm going to put it where there's more snow. Sorry, I wasn't showing you. There's more snow on this side. We're going to put the snowflakes that are more full on that edge. And keep in mind, you want to have your Stampin' Up! Logo facing you, because that's going to make it work properly. And we're going to crank this Sweet Pea through. And I'm going to bring it back as well, because we really want those die cut pieces. We're pressing them into that layer. It's so cool. Like Judy was saying that she did this before, and she actually like made the hole where the dies were and then inlaid them. But you don't even need to do that. You just use your embossing folder to press those snowflakes smack down into that paper. Okay. How cool is that? Isn't that neat? They're fused down in there. They are down in there. All right. Now we are going to stamp. I know, I couldn't believe it. I got the idea for this card from someone on the Stampin' Up! Page, and I was shocked to see that she did her stamping after she did her embossing, and it does work. So you're just going to stamp your red little candy canes all over your card. Now, make them go different directions, keeping in mind that you're going to have your sentiment here, so we won't even see that one. Let's give one like right here. Okay. So there's your little candy canes. And then let's go ahead and do our stamping of our sentiment. We're going to use real, so this is real red if you're stamping at home. And let me find, I kind of stamped up these packets, the extra packets already before I realized that my video didn't work, but I have extras. Now, when you're stamping these sentiments, these are pretty full. Like the stamp itself is pretty full, so you want to put it on a Stampin' Pierce mat. And this sentiment, you're going to shift it over to the right. Like so. Oh, oh, that's funny. It had a snowflake on it. Let's shift it over here. Do that one again. All right. I love that font. I think it's so cute. And we are going to use our red and white twine. Now, I think I still have some of this. If you didn't get any and you still want some, ask me. Even though it's sold out, I have some. So we are going to tie a ribbon and tie this in a bow. I'm going to try not to do my double tie trick. Whew. I held my breath and that worked. All right. So we're going to just cut that off. And you can do a little V in here if you'd like. Just for fanciness. And now we're going to assemble our card. So we have a Coastal Cabana. Coastal Cabana and Real Red is probably one of my favorite color combinations for Christmas. I just love it. It's so fresh and hot and fun. Oh, of course, my Stampin' Seal is reached the end. Let's see. Oh, and I have another one close by. It's also at the end. That's so funny. All right. I've did a lot of stamping this weekend, in case you didn't know. All right. I will go get a refill. It's always on a Facebook Live when you run out of adhesive. But it's also a great opportunity to show you how easy it is to refill our adhesive holsters. Boom. I remember thinking that was so hard. And I didn't buy a refill for like a year. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to try it. And I was like, oh my gosh, that was so easy. Because of that embossing, I am going to put it all the way around. And just keep in mind that your thicker snow needs to be at the top, obviously, because there's going to be more snow up in the sky. And we're going to pop this piece on with dimensionals. But we're not finished with the card yet. I just like to do this next part because then we can see where we're going to put all of our extra tchotchkes. All right, now you are going to pull that all the way to the edge, which I think is a neat little feature. All right, so we're going to add two types of embellishments here. We have our peppermints, which I also have some of these if you didn't get one because they sold out. You're going to have 3 of these in your packet. 1, 2, oh, that turned upside down. I was like, why is that not working? 3. Let's put it right here. And then this next step, now, I will put these in your packet, but oof, it will be hard for you to find them. But these are these tiny little snowflakes. Now, it'd be nice if you could go 1, 2, 3 and add the snowflakes, but trust me, you will not remember where your glue dot is because there's so many snowflakes that look just like glue dots. So you almost like put your finger there as a reminder for where you're going to put that snowflake. Let's put one right here. These are the loose snowflake embellishments. Super cute. All right, now our card is finished. And if you are, you also would put your piece of white inside there. So I won't make you watch me do that. But that's card number 1. Now, don't forget our kits collection sale. So all kits are 30% off in the month of October. So you can stock up on kits and sell them to your customers or purchase them for yourself. But 30% off is a steal for our kits. All right. And also don't forget about the starter kit special. So if you are not already a happy shopper, you can get $155 worth of products for only $99. You will pay shipping, you will pay tax, but no shipping. So in Arkansas, that comes out to about $107. But if you haven't not already have a starter kit, October is the time to do it. And the exciting thing about October is that we are able to pre-order these online exclusives. So these Valentine's Project products, we can already order. There's also some cute new dies, gold stick-on hearts, all the newest things, a hibiscus set. There's a whole set with all these cute little otters that you are not going to want to miss. So this is the time to get your happy shopper kit. If you've let it lapse or you don't have one right now, then you can always rejoin. Okay, our next card is a sweet little snowman card, and this is my favorite piece of designer paper from the Snowy Days Snowy Scenes 12 by 12 paper. So we've got little snowmen. This is a neat that can obviously be used for other times. These are smaller snow globes that you can fussy cut. We have this kind of more muted snowflake patterns. I'll show you about this in a second. Penguins and trees. This is the house pattern. On the back of it is peppermints. And then this combo is very cute. So, but I'll show you that with, you see, with the snow globe, well, I'll show you on the next card. I'll explain to you how the dies work for that. But I've cut out a little snowman hat. That's one of the dies from the Snowy Wonder dies. I used quite a bit of the dies, but even with all of these dies that I use, there's so many more. So many more. But there's a little die to cut out the snowman hat. All right, so what we're going to do, this is Poppy Parade. So that's one of the colors in this set is Poppy Parade. And then I thought this basic black matte, basic black matte just looked fabulous. And keep in mind, I always email you the PDF instructions for these projects so you'll know about these measurements. But this is one of my favorite layouts right now. It's a 5 by 3 3/4 piece of designer paper over a 5 1/8 by 3 7/8 mat. And I just think it looks cool, just a little bit different than what we do all the time. All right, so we're going to use our Stampin' Pierce mat again. And on this circle, the first thing we're going to do, pay close attention, is we are going to stamp our sentiment, Let It Snow, as far to the right as we can with garden green. Okay, so we're going to shove it literally all the way over here. And then we're going to come in with our snowman, and he is going to be Memento Black. All right, now your snowman is going to go off the circle, and that's fine. So you can kind of tuck him right in there under that Let It Snow. Now, it was sort of triggering me that then he only had one hand showing. So I was being a little bit OCD, and I gave him like some fingers there, and that just made me feel better. I don't know why. We are going to color his nose with pumpkin pie blending marker, and then we're going to stamp some little snowflakes all around with Pool Party ink. This is also from this, all the stamps I'm using are from the Snowy Wonder set. And you don't even have to re-ink this every time, but you don't want to go over him, obviously, because, well, I mean, I guess a snowflake could go in front of him, but I decided not to put any snow on him. And then we're going to use our Wink of Stella to make our snowman sparkle. So you're going to take your Wink of Stella, fill it in with sparkle. I hope you can see that on the camera. If not, you get the picture, but he's going to be, oh, I think you can. It's pretty sparkly. Ooh. Okay. So then we're going to stick on our top hat because, you know, he's a snowman. Has to have a hat. And then I was going to put him straight on the card, but it just needed a layer. So I used the Stylish Shapes dies to cut a little garden green circle. And this little sweet pea goes right onto our card with dimensionals. And then I really wanted a Pool Party embellishment for the snow. And we didn't have one. Or if we did, I couldn't find it. We probably do. But I have colored these neutral sequins with the Summer Splash light blending marker. These are white, but I've colored them blue. You could use Pool Party, but the Summer Splash really makes it pop. Okay, and I can see that so when you take your pick tool, the gummy part like goes down, just twist, give it one twist and be patient because it will come out. You're going to think it's not going to come out, and then it's going to come out. So twist and wait. Twist and wait. All right, so you're going to give 3 little sequins, and that sweet card is finished. And, of course, you could put your white inside. All righty. Now, I also want to show you something that I did this weekend. I had a little bit of extra time on Saturday, and of course I can't just chill. I decided to put together this Snow Days scrapbook kit, and really I was quite curious to see how long it would take me, a complete novice, to put together this Snowy Days kit. It is a scrapbooking workshop kit that when you finish it, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 12 by 12 layouts. So the first thing you do is follow the instructions and cut all of the designer paper and all of the cardstock. So it gives you specific instructions about how to do that. Warning, when you get to this page, do not be like me and cut the Pool Party cardstock. You're actually cutting the white cardstock. I did send this email out to the team and my customers, but I will make sure and send it to the Facebook group. I mean, to the technique class as well. All right, so this is one of the layouts. It's kind of hard to see it in this. I have to raise this up a little bit for just a tad. All right, so this is the first 12 by 12 layer. So cute. And you, of course, you'll put your pictures here. And then the second is right here. Super Precious. Actually, I think it goes like this. Love it. Isn't that adorable? And the third one, so super cute. Now, I'm a complete newbie to the scrapbooking world. I'm thrilled that we have scrapbooking products, and that took me 1 hour. So you should be able to do the same. And that is the genius of these workshop kits, because they're super fast and fun. All right, I'm just cleaning up my space here so I don't confuse myself. All right, our last card is a cute fun fold card. I love a fun fold. And I wanted to really showcase one of the features of this Snowy Designer Series paper. And that is one of the pieces has both domed and circled snow globes. So I cut all the domed ones out. They're called cloche something. But this is the circle version. These are all on one sheet, if you can imagine that. But I've used all the domes, and so what's left are all the circles. But let me show you a neat feature of these dies. When you cut out the dome, so you've got a die to cut out the dome and a die that cuts out the base. Oh, there's the base. This is the circle. So what's cool is it's made to be just a bit smaller than the circle. And so it doesn't have an edge to it. And you can also cut both of them at the same time. So you're not going to have to run this through twice. You're going to run it through one time, making your die cut there. And of course, the same works with the dome. So that's a neat feature, something a little bit different than what you will typically see when our dies leave an edging around what you cut out. So I have all these to play with now because I've cut out so many. I'm on my 4th pack of this designer paper. It's so cute. All right, so this little piece, you're going to fold this bottom part up to create this fun fold. And for this piece, you're either going to have snowmen or penguins. So, but they're very similar. So you're just going to stick this piece of designer paper, and it kind of helps if you do this, so you can see that edging. So that goes there. And then your fold is going to go here. And you're going to stick this piece of the snowflake pattern from the Snowy Scenes paper. Goes on the front. Isn't that precious? And then you're going to stick your adorable snow globe onto that. And you're going to do that with dimensionals. Okay, so we're going to stick that down and then this down like so. Precious, precious. And then you can tie and adhere a little twine bow with a mini glue dot. I'm not going to make you watch me do that. And I will just give you one long ribbon of twine for all of your projects. You're just going to tie this bow and the one around this card. So those are your only 2 twines. Now this is going to go about right here. It's about, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch here and then equally spaced here. And then this goes like that. Ta-da! But we're going to put our sentiment right here. So again, we're going to grab our Stampin' Pierce mat because we're going to stamp this sentiment. Again, let it snow. Now, I'll tell you, I usually try to use all 3 sentiments for a class. And I do think there's a place to do the Happy New Year, maybe with this little chalet. I'm in these mountains, and that's where I am on New Year's Eve, of course. But I just didn't think it looked right with this. It's too Christmassy. So we're going to use Let It Snow twice because we always want it to snow. And we're going to pop this cute thing here. And that is our whole, well, not completely finished. Sorry. So we're going to use our Summer Splash blends to, again, color some of these rhinestones. So, of course, you've got rhinestones in any color you want if you've got Stampin' Blends. I do think it, see, look, I twisted it once and that putty is now gone bananas. So I just get the excess off and get the amount that I need. So we're going to use 1, 2, 3 of these little rhinestones. But I think this is the perfect touch for this card. It just needed a tiny bit of sparkle. And of course it needs to be pool party because it's snowing, right? All right, so tie on your little bow and you're finished with that card. And I will put these in your packets as well. All right, now I want to show you some additional projects made with this bundle. I would go ahead and get it now because I know at some point it's going to sell out. It's too cute. And at this point, it's not sold out. All right, we have a little snow globe. I love how they did that sentiment like that. This is that paper that has the holly. Really cute. I made this precious card. This is that little snow globe that I showed you on that whole sheet of snow globes that you can cut out. We've got our hexagon punch, and they've got some Wink of Stella there. Cut out our little guys, and this is a fancy snow globe card using the dies and the snow and these trees and just all the things. Super cute. So thank you for watching my snowy words. Why did I write snowy words? Snowy Wonder. Goodness gracious. Snowy Wonder bundle. And the pressed paper technique. All right, guys, I will see you next month. Bye-bye.